Hello everyone, welcome to Drumfills Kafé. Welcome to this fantastic episode in English. And today we have an Italian guest. It's the European section. We go a little bit more with the European drummers all over Europe, basically. So today we have Mr. Massimo Russo from, and I apologize if I mess up the name a little bit, from Gallarate in Italy. He's a fantastic drummer. He's sponsored by Sabian, Vader, and Shaggle drums. So it's a new one to discover for me. He did master classes all over the world with great drummers like Tom Famularo, Benny Greb, Eric Moore, Damien Schmidt, and way more. He's gonna talk to us a little bit about all of that. It's gonna be great. But before I welcome him on the show, please make sure that you subscribe to Drumfills Kafé. Make sure you check the website. Make sure you subscribe on our Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Look at all the content we have, the interviews, the drumming exercise, everything. Make sure you give these pages a like, a comment, you subscribe, you share, and most importantly, you enjoy and have a great time with us. So without further ado, let's welcome Mr. Massimo Russo. There you go. And here it is, Mr. Massimo. How are you?
Hey Joel, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly fine. How's everything?
Yeah. Yes, everything's okay. I'm here in my academy now. So right now there are lessons all around here. So if you hear some drums playing, it's just my guys here. They are working.
So they are working at the moment. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's perfect. So correct me if I'm wrong. You're from Gallarate, Italy. Am I correct?
Yes. Gallarate, Italy is a city in the north of Italy, but I just was born there, and after just 1 year or 2 years, when I was very young, I went to the south of Italy, where I lived until now. So now I'm staying in Calabria, and recently I moved to Bologna. So now I came back to the north. So it's a little bit crazy.
Is this where the spaghetti comes from? The spaghetti Bologna? It might sound like a silly question.
Bologna is famous for they are called the how to say in English, I don't know, but sorry, I don't remember the name in English, but okay, it's like Bologna is famous for ravioli and other things. Not really spaghetti. Spaghetti is almost everywhere in Italy. They are almost everywhere.
It's apparently obviously delicious, but I need to really try it out. But let's focus on drumming right now. So glad to have you on the show, my friend. This is really awesome.
Thank you so much.
Massimo, I want to take you to the very beginning, how drumming started for you. How was your, where did you study first? First, I noticed that because you sent me your CV a few days ago, and that you have classical percussion studies, right?
Yeah, correct. Yes.
So that's how you started. Can you talk to us? And which really actually shows up in your playing, because you just have like a fantastic touch, really melodic, loads of nuances in your playing, which I'm really a big fan of. So this is amazing. But talk to us how this started for you.
It's a really strange story, but it's real. So I started to play the drums because when I was younger, like when I was 7 years old or 8 years old, so I was a little kid. So I did a lot of times the same dream. So I dreamed a lot of times.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, the same dream. The dream was that I was playing on a big stage with a white drum set. And I was playing in front of a lot of people, and the people start to clap So this was a dream that I did for many times. So when I was 8 years old, after that, when I was, I forgot this dream, and then when I was 14 or 15 years old, I start to feel something more. I mean, remember this dream, so I start to remember that I was really, I don't know how, but I was really connected with the drum. And then I saw my first drum, and I remember the dream, and then I start to play just by myself when I was 16 years old. Then here you can watch now. You can see this drum set. So I remember then that my dream was with a white drum set, but at the time I really hated the white color, so I didn't like the white color. So I said to myself, I don't care about my dream. I want a black one. So I went to buy a black one, but they have only the white one. So in my little city, in my store, there was just one white drum set. So I had to buy it. The first one was white. So the second time I said, okay, I don't want to have a white drum set. So I will go to buy a new one, because when I was 20 years old, of course, I started to play just by myself at the age of 16 years old. And when I was 18 years old, I went to do my first lesson. And then when I was 19 years old, I started to study drums. And also, in the same time, I went to the classical percussion music. And so in that time, when I was 20 years old, I started to study both the drumming with my teachers and the percussion, the classical percussion.
And also you were studying like solfege, you're training music theory and all of that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Which is so important.
That's that, because when I was 20 years old, I went to buy my second drum set, and I said to myself, I want a black one. So they haven't. So they have another white drums. And then when I start to play with Don Famularo, the first drum they sent me from Mapex, it was this one, and it was the white drum set. After some years, I have been in a very big show. They invited me to play just a drum solo in a big dance school. It was a show. So when I have been there, I used this drum set, and then I was in front of a lot of people, like it was 2,000 people, and I play, and that was exactly the dream that I had when I was a baby. So for this reason, everything crazy story, but it's a real story. It's a true story, and so this was the reason why I started to play the drum set. But then I continued to play the drum because the drum set was my cure. So I was really happy playing my drum. So I forgot.
Of course.
Maybe when sometimes you are sad. So with the drum set, I forgot everything. So for this reason, I understood that the drum set was really important for me. And then I went through the study of classical percussion, and the classical percussion was very important for me because I really understood a lot of things, because in the classical percussions there are a lot of colors, as you say.
Of course.
And then so I put together the drumming with the classical percussion, and when I went to study with Don Famularo, I really understood that in the drumming world there are the same cure of the colors that we have in the classical music. So I put all together. And then I start also to study Latin percussion too, and so I put all together in my drumming. This is why I play in different ways,
and different style, and so versatile and so musical. It's beautiful you're playing, man. For those who don't know or watching the interview at home, go check Massimo's out. His drumming, Massimo's out. Sorry, his drumming is just fantastic. So versatile, colorful, with a huge palette of color, as you just mentioned it. So you guys definitely need to check him out. Hey, Massimo, obviously you were very close to Don Famularo. By the way, my condolences to what happened a few months back. It's really sad for the entire drumming world. But can you talk to us from the beginning of your relationship with Dom, how you guys met? Because also you're teaching under his school banner, the Wisdom Drum Shed in Italy. I believe the only Wisdom Drum Shed in Italy, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Perfect. So can you bring us back to the first time you actually met Dom, start collaborating with him, and the entire adventure, if you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, it's a pleasure for me. In the 2008, I was already driving, and leading my drum school here. So I had a drum school. So there was a guy who told me, this guy called me and said, Massimo, we have Don Famularo. He's touring all around Italy, and we have a day off. Would you like to have Dom in your school for a clinic? And so at that time, I didn't know Dom, so I really didn't know about him. So I asked to my first teacher, and because I always stay, I am always close to my teacher. So at that time, my first teacher, I just asked him, and he told me, yes, Dom Famularo, I love him. I have all these books. Yes, if you bring Dom here, I will do also a lesson. So my teacher said to me that he would have lesson with Dom. So I said, wow, okay, let's bring this Dom Famularo here. So I organized this clinic in my city, and when he arrived and when he started to talk, just believe me, just after 2 minutes, when he was starting to talk about his Long Island stuff and all this stuff, so he didn't talk about technique at the beginning, but in the first 5 minutes, 2 minutes, I really fallen in love, and I really heard something, something inside, like like a sort of a voice says, okay, you must study with this guy. And I was I don't know why at the beginning was so emotional, because he was so motivating. He really started with a big motivation in your face, and then he goes on, and so when he started to explain all the techniques, all the motion techniques, so I really understood that I had to go to study with him. So I spoke with him the same day. So we did just 2 hours of lesson, a private lesson with me, and then I organized myself, and in 8 months later, I went directly to New York to study with him, and I booked 1 week, and I booked 7-8 hours per day. So for 6 days, I booked 6 hours, 7 hours per day for 6 days, and Dom was so, and he said, yeah. So he gave me a very big discount for that. So he was so honored, and so I flew. So I flew there. I went to study with him, and it was so intense. And because he's, Dom was really a very old soul, because he really was taking care about the passion of the people, and not the skills, and not the cities. So when he saw me, and he loves my play, but he told me, because you have so much passion, because you flew from, you fly from Italy to New York, and because of this passion, I know that you are very passionate, and you really want to learn. So he told me, I like your drumming, I like your passion, and he asked me, would you like to work with me and to open a school in Italy? And of course, of course, I say yes. And then he told me, okay, right. So if you want to do that, so in the next 6 days, I will teach you everything, but you must finish this program in 6 months. So I say, okay, Dom, let's do it. So it was amazing. So he gave him a lot of information, and he did record everything with a camera, with a DVD, and then
VHS at the time, right?
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, it was it was only DVDs at the time.
Yeah, DVDs.
So, yes, and so it was amazing, because he teach me a lot of things, not only about drumming, but also about motivation and business and a lot of things. So when I came back in Italy, I started to study really hard, and then we did a contract. So I have my contract with Dom, where I'm officially his Wisdom drum sheet teacher. Sorry, and then so we start. I did this program. I finished the program in 6 months. Then another year we studied together, and then from that time, everything changed, because Dom told me, what do you want to do in the future? And I say, I don't know, I want to be a good drummer. And he said, you would like to do clinics and masterclass? I say, yes. Would you like to do festivals? Yes. Would you like to write a book? I say, yes, but Dom, it's too much for me. I said, I think I will not be able to do that. And he told me, no problem. We will write this on the paper, and this is your big picture. So from now, you will know that you will do these things. So you have to believe me, Joe, that we did. I did everything
I know.
right on this paper, and Sam. From that time, so we start to work every days and every year together. We did a lot of travels, and Dom was exactly like he was on the clinic. He was full of joy,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
of motivation, and this is, my beginning with Dom, and then of course he became my father, and
Yeah.
now yes, I'm how to say in English, I miss him very much, but I
Of
know
course.
that he's with me, and I'm really full of inspiration to share the motion technique and all the knowledge and all the
Yeah.
philosophy that he gave me. I will try to do my best.
Which is I mean, I also studied with them, not to the level that you did, because 6 hours a day, 7 days a week for six days straight or something, like that's insane. But it is so true what you're saying, man, that he was just exactly the character that you see in clinics and drum festival. That's the human right there. He's exactly like that. And he teaches you way more than just drumming. So major respect to you to just carry on with his legacy, because
Yeah.
his spirit, as you mentioned, his spirit, his legacy, that's gonna stay on for forever. And it's up to a
Yeah.
fantastic drummer and educator like yourself to carry on with that. So
Yeah.
this is really great. This is really great. Uh, just to continue on the teaching part of thing and clinic, because really these are your two main activities. Let's talk about clinics a little bit,
Yeah.
because I saw that you did clinic and master classes all over the world, basically China, Germany, all over Europe.
Yeah.
I see you played at the. I remember, when did I see at the NAM show in 2020? You played there. That's actually the first time that I saw you. I was just walking by, and I saw this guy that I didn't know at the time play, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's a really good drummer right there. So just look at you like 15 minutes and then we talk anyway. So just talk to me about your masterclass schedule. Is it something you do quite often, like regularly? You travel a lot. How that started, and then how's everything going on with the masterclass clinics aspect of your career?
This aspect of clinics and masterclass, as I told you before, I was really, I have to say, I was sure that I would never do a clinic because I wasn't prepared for that. But after I started with Dom and after I start to work with him, so I propose Dom, and Dom say, yeah, you will open my masterclass, so you will do
Okay.
a little clinic before me. So I start to propose to many schools. So my first clinic was with Dom. So then from that time, because Dom suggests me to put many videos of my performing on YouTube and to create videos, to create a website. He told me, put your videos on YouTube and put your videos everywhere, because people must know you. And if I have to talk about you, I need to have some videos to show to the people. So from that time, everything started to be really how to say connected. So I start to be request for many clinics. And then when I have been the first time in Frankfurt, where there was the Frankfurt Music Messe,
Mm-hmm.
and I have been there. So I met a guy that he was working with Dom from Molaro too, and he told me, his name is Rob Irons. He told me,
Mm-hmm.
I know your website. I love your playing. Why don't we do something together? A clinic tour. I say yes, of course. Why not? And they say, okay, I will organize. No problem. So we did 1 week all around Europe. So this was my second time doing clinics, but it was my first time doing clinics all around Europe. And so we have been in England, in France, in German. The very cool thing was I was really emotional. So I tried to play. I create my drum solos, and then
Nice.
I have been there after this clinic tour of 1 week. So I have been called again back from all the schools. So especially from England
Wow.
and France, they call me back a lot of times. So I start to work a lot again in France, in England, and then at the same time in Italy, it was starting something. So it's something that was all connected with my videos and with my live performance. So in the live performance, everybody were happy, and they want to know more about my drumming. And so these two things, videos and live performances. And so now it starts everything from there. In Frankfurt, I was playing with a piano player, and there was Chinese people. They saw us and they call us to play in China. So when I arrive in China,
Wow.
people going play in China. They say, "Oh, can you come? Can you come in our school and do some masterclass?" So it's everything connected in what we do in live performances and in videos. And Don Famularo always told me, be really good when you play. Anything you have to play is not a matter if you are doing something difficult or something so simple. Do it well, and so do it with your passion. So try
Of course, with your heart. Yeah,
yeah, try to be respectful of your music. So you have to play good. That means play anything you want. So for this reason, I really practice a lot to be ready for these shows. And from shows to shows, they start to call me again to do master classes. And now it's something that really happened every year. I do clinics all around Italy, and sometimes now, for example, I have been in a festival and in Spain. Then I have been in China again, and then I came back here.
nice.
Now it's something that sometimes I don't ask to do masterclass with me. Sometimes I just put videos. Sometimes there are videos, performance, or teaching videos.
Okay.
So it's something that it builds like that, and I love that. I mean, it's something that I don't schedule really. Really, it's just something that's up and day by day.
Naturally, organically, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
where about have you played in China? Because I lived in China for a year and a half. Actually, I was touring there. It was a drum show. It was incredible
Wow.
time. So I'm curious, where were you? Where did you play it in China? Which cities? Which?
I have been in China from for until the pandemic, because after the pandemic it was
Yeah,
just
it's very expensive.
it was all closed. So I came back this
Yeah.
year in October. But before pandemic, I have been for 7 years. So each
Oh,
year we went to play with this piano player, and then from the piano. So imagine that we start maybe I don't remember now, in 2000 something, maybe 2015, or I don't know. Now I
okay.
can don't remember exactly, but yeah, we did almost 6-7 years until the pandemic. So
Nice.
yes, I have been playing with this piano player in a lot of cities, and then I did many master classes in many cities. So from
Nice.
Shanghai to Beijing to Guangzhou to Nanzhou to I don't remember the name, but Liling, and
Yeah.
and then Changsha,
Yeah.
Dailan,
Yeah.
Dailan, and a lot of other
Yeah.
cities that I don't remember easily the name, but I have been in a lot of beautiful cities. And
That's fantastic.
Shanghai, most of all, it was one of that. Yeah, that was. I have
Shanghai,
been.
Shanghai is incredible, and I've been in a few cities. You mentioned Changsha. That's the first city I played in China. I was like, what is this city, Shanghai? It's just gigantic, right? It's like 10 million people city in the middle of nowhere. But that's beautiful. This country. There's so many. The culture is insane. The cities are awesome, and yeah, I can forgive you to forgetting the name, because they all sound the same anyway to us a little bit at least. So that is funny. And you did those clinic that you shared the stage with, obviously Dom, as you mentioned, but also Benny Greb, Damon Schmidt, Eric Moore. Can you talk a little bit about those particular events?
Of course, I can't remember. I can't forget. I mean, it's the first time I have been in a big stage with super drummers. Of course, when I have been with John Famularo, it was always unbelievable for me. We worked many years together, and then the first one was a festival in Italy. They invited me there, and we had in the same stage. I was with Kim Plainfield, that is, it was the Drummers Collective teachers and director, and Kim Plainfield was the drummer for Tania Maria. So he was an unbelievable drummer from New York. He died, unfortunately. So we had in the same stage Kim Plainfield, then Marco Iannetta is the Italian guy that plays with 10 pedals, and then there was sorry, Phil Maturano also. So there was other very big guys. so this that was my first time, and it was unbelievable, and I was so emotional. And after
Of
that,
course.
the second one, the biggest one, when it was amazing in Spain in 2016 at La Rioja Drum Festival. So I have been. There was Eric Moore on the top. So the stage was like we have been maybe 6 drummers. So we had
Okay.
on the top there was Eric Moore. So he was like the king. No, he has a
Yeah,
big
yeah, yeah.
big gold colored drums, and it was like the Lion King was something. So everybody was. Then it was like a pyramid. So I was
Yeah.
on the left, on the right, sorry, and there was me, and then there was the great drummers that I forgot, Cliff. Oh man, I don't remember the name. He's the drummer. He's an amazing drummer. He plays with Michael Camilo and Cliff Almond. Sorry, so Cliff Almond
Okay.
is an amazing drummer. So there was Pete Lockett and was Don Famularo too, and other 2 drummers from Spain. And so that time we have been together with Eric Moore. So it was for me amazing because
Of course.
I did play my shows and was everybody was so happy. I was so happy too. So it was, and then I had Eric Moore under the stage, and he was like, "Yeah, man!" It was like that, no? So I was, come on, I was so happy. And then we did the drum battle, So the drum battle was like World War II because it was
Probably, yeah.
Eric Moore was like sort of I don't know. It's like I have to say in English. I don't remember the name of this big weapon, but it was so much. So we did this drum battle. Everybody, it was 6 drummers, so Don Formularo,
Yeah.
me, and then when so you play 4 bars, and then Eric Moore. It was like
It's like a huge machine gun or something. Yeah.
so it was amazing. And we have a very nice evening together with Eric, and then of course, then I have been Damien Schmidt. We have been together in many festivals in France and then in Spain, and then we became
Nice.
like brothers. So Damien for me is
Of
a
course.
brother, he's a friend. Now I can't see him because now he's another. I don't know where he's now, but we have been together a lot of times. And Damien Schmidt, it's amazing when we play together.
Yes.
It's always like I say, man, you are so good, and he told me, yeah, you are better than before, yeah, so good. But it's like that, but in
It's
reality,
like a friendly,
yeah, but Damien Smith
yeah.
is it's photonic. I mean, it's not human. The Damien is one of the greatest drummer, I think, in the modern drumming era. Sorry, because
Definitely, yeah.
Damien is amazing. So live, when you play with him live, or when you hear Damien plays, it's amazing. It's like he's not. It's like he's compressed. It's like he's drumming. It's a sound. It's like he's with microphones and compressed. So he has a beautiful sound and an amazing techniques with hands and with feet. So we have been together many times, and I really miss him now because I would like to stay with him and organize something. But when we play together, it was always nice. It's always like, hey man, you play great. And Damien is amazing. And the last, I mean, Benny Greb. So for me, Benny Greb, it was always an hero for me. And I did organize a clinic many years ago in my school with Benny Greb. Then we met in Los Angeles, and so my dream was to play in the same stage with on the same stage with Benny. So Upland last year, we have been in the same festival in Spain and Italy, and we play in the same on the same stage, and it was amazing. I mean, Benny, we have a very nice time together, and now we are friends, and also he was so cool. You know what is, Joel? These big drummers, they are so humble and so sincere. So if they like your playing, they tell you, and it's like that. They are so honest. And so when I played, also Benny was here, and then he came to see my show, and he did videos, and then he gave me these videos. As I say, so I say, oh guys, I'm so I was on the stage. I say, oh, to the audience, I told them, I say, I'm so sorry guys, I'm so emotional because there is a Benny Greb here, and so everybody. So when Benny Greb went to the stage. It was so cool. He said, "Sorry guys, I'm so emotional because there is Massimo Russo here on the stage." Yeah, he's a very funny guy, and
Yeah.
so yeah, these big drummers, they are big because they are also humble, and they always study. They are always studying.
They
They are
always
always
practice. They always want more. Yeah, yeah, of course.
always practice, and they are always curious of what you are playing. So they don't
Of
care.
course.
They don't care if you are famous or not. If you are
No.
a kids or you are, if there is something that maybe they could consider interesting, they just they tell you really like that.
Of
And
course, because they want to learn more all the time. That's why they're so good. Because they're always curious of learning more stuff.
yeah, this is something that it was a lesson for me. And so when they play, they are really, really good. They are better than the videos. Videos is cool because, but the sound they have is exactly like in the videos, and when they play live, oh, it's totally different. So I'm telling to all my students to go and to watch all the clinics and the masterclass and the festival, because when you saw in the video something is okay, but when you see live, you hear the sound is completely different stuff, and so this is
No, it is you right there, like right in your heart when you really hear it. It's like it's the real thing, the energy, the real sound is just like it's gonna punch you in the face. Like it's very true what you're saying. Like live, nothing will ever beat live. That's whether it's a band or a clinic or anything. So speaking of band, because I know you're doing also quite a few gigs, right, all around Italy, with different artists as a freelancer, or
Yes, I did that choice. A very difficult choice I did when I was here many years ago. I decided to play more with original projects and not.
okay.
And so I love that. So I'm playing with people, musicians that they are so cool. And but yeah, it's like I'm a freelancer and I play with different projects that we are going. So sometimes we go outside, sometimes we stay in Italy. But you know why I just decided to do that, and I didn't choose to go maybe to find Italian singer tour. In Italy it's full
Yeah.
of beautiful singer, famous singer, and so I decided to do not go and try to do that because
To not reach that market, you mean to do more on the
yeah,
original stuff. Yeah.
not because I don't like, of course, and I really love that singers or but the word of the original music I love too much because I can play my I have to say I can play really my ideas, and with this
Yeah.
music I have a lot of freedom, and my ideas they are so accepted, and this is something difficult, but it's something so cool. So there are many projects now. So anyway, if sometimes in the future, maybe if there is I don't know, some big musician like I don't know, imagine Jacob Collier or I don't know, Jeff Lorber that say, "Oh, I like your drumming," so I will fly directly to play with them.
All right, I go. Yeah, of course, of course.
I love that type of style, and of course,
Yeah.
but anyway, I'm doing many gigs with different projects that in those projects I really I can create, I can compose, I can do a lot of things. I can play keyboards and drumming together, so I can
Brilliant.
do a lot.
Nice.
Yeah,
But it's great because if you play with a certain artist, he expects you to play exactly that song that way because it's been heard from years exactly that way. So not that it's not cool, but your creativity is more limited. Let's say that if you play with those artists,
it depends on the
that you're
artist.
playing with. So
Yeah, it depends of the artist, of course. Imagine that Sting called me, and but I will absolutely say yes, because Sting is an artist that really leaves a lot of freedom to their drummer, as you know. So
yeah.
it's another type of things. But it's okay. This is my idea, but it's very funny. I love that. It's a challenge, but I really love that. Yeah.
It's nice. What I found really interesting by interviewing you, Massimo, and again, thanks for your time. It's really cool because we have Drumfills Kafé, loads of drummers going to watch it, and probably young up and coming drummers that are planning to make a living out of it, but they're not really sure which way should they teach more, should they play more, should they do clinics, and having a guy like you that is really successful at all level, really. So you're a successful clinician, teacher, businessman, player as well, which really comes from probably Dom as a big influence, had a big influence in that business plan of yours, like to push all the different aspects of this business and being successful. And as you're mentioning, they're all connected. So this is very, very interesting for every up and coming drummer, really.
Thank you very much.
No, but to see that there's different venues and different source of income as well, so you can make a better living out of it. So it's really, really nice. And one other aspect that you have to your business as well is that you wrote a book. You're also an author. You wrote Odd Feelings that you wrote with Dom. You're planning on talk to us a little bit about this one first, please.
Okay, the Odd Feelings was a request from Dom. So after we studied together, and Dom asked me, would you like to write a book about this chapter of my book? Because Odd Feelings is a chapter from It's Your Move book. I don't know if you know that, but
which is a phenomenal book, by the way. Really,
great phenomenal book. I have right here because yesterday I did a free clinic because I'm loving to do sometimes clinic for free online, just maybe 1 hour to share with people the Dom from Laro knowledge. And because this is another aspect that I love, it's cool to go and do masterclass and be paid, but I love to share something also for free because in this world everybody always thinks about money, and sometimes it's not so good,
it's not priority number one. I agree with you.
So
we still need it, but it's not everything for sure.
Yes,
not everything for sure.
Yes, exactly. Okay, this is the chapter for from the book.
Yeah.
And so Dom says, I want to create a book about this chapter, and he asked me to do that. I say yes, of course, and then I start to write, and I just took maybe 1 year to write everything, almost 8 months, 9 months, almost 1 year.
Yeah.
And I showed to Dom. He was so happy, and I did write a lot of things because I put all my ideas about these odd feelings because odd feelings is about odd matters and odd groups. So I did write a lot of things, and Dom said, "Okay, Massimo, you wrote something like 4 books. We just have to. we will take the first part. It is one, and so we took the first part, and this was fantastic because I sent all my files, or I did write with the finale is as a project.
Yeah.
So I did send everything to the Wisdom Media, so they did the imagination, they did everything, and then so these odd feelings went outside, and so the first year we did sell a lot of copies, and it was the period where the books were more sold because now it's always digital. Everything is
changed a lot, of course.
Yeah, but at that time it was so cool. And also in 2012 we have been in Los Angeles together to present, to do just to present this book. So we did a presentation of this book in Los Angeles, and then in 2013 we won an award in France as the best teaching drum book, something like that. So we have been we did win these things, and then after that it was of course in all type of shops and online, and now it's digital too. Of course, is from Wisdom Media. You can find in Hudson Music and everywhere.
Yeah,
and I didn't write a book anymore, and because to write a book is something really important for me. So there are a lot of books, a lot of beautiful books, and to write something for me means to write something really that the drumming world needs.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oh, it's difficult now because, but there are many ideas. So my ideas was now maybe to write the second volume of this because I just have a lot
Okay.
of it, and also to create a video course connected to the book. So maybe some
Okay.
guys just buy the book and then study in the video course. But I'm preparing this, and I'm also, yeah. So the whole feeling it was a very good work for me. I really love that because it's just from beginning to maybe to a professional drumming. So I just try to explain in a fast way how to create odd groove, how to understand, how to create, and how to really be in this world that is something that everybody loves in the drumming
It's
world.
really, really cool. Yeah, and it's a great book. I actually studied this book many
Oh,
years ago, many
yeah,
years ago. But
yeah.
that was great fun. That was great fun and great material. But I would need to actually revisit it because it's been a few years already. But it's a great book. It's really, really, really cool.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So so just to finish with your sponsor, because I forgot to. No, I did mention your sponsor.
Yeah.
So you're sponsored by Sabian Symbol, Vator
Yes.
Drum Skit, and I'm probably gonna really mess up the name. I'm sorry about that. Shargle Drums. I want to ask you about that one because
Yeah,
I've never heard of that one.
Shaggle drums. Yeah, they're
Shaggle. Okay. Phew, okay.
Shaggle drums. They are from Austria, and
Austria. Nice. Okay.
yes, and they are Shaggle one is very famous in the production of wind instruments like
Ah, yeah.
saxophone, and so they build they use the how to say in English, the not the steel one, but it's like steel and or bronze, all this
Brass, right?
material. Yeah, okay, sorry, I don't remember in English the correct name. And
No
so
worries.
they decided to create drums made with steel and bronze and all this stuff. And so I met them in a very big and nice music store in the north of Italy. This is one of the biggest music store where I have been. I have been to do a master class. This
Okay.
music store is his name is Biasin. So is a Biasin. I'm also collaborate with them as a music store, as a musician. So when I have been there with this Biasin music store, organized the master class, and then they told me, would you like to have this connection with these drums? So they just make me try this drum set. It was so cool. And then thanks to this music store, we start a collaboration, and so we have been together, and then they build a fantastic drums for me. They create
Nice.
it seems a gold drums. It seems like a gold drum because it's bronze like the
Not
gold.
a white one. This one. This one. It was not white, right?
No,
Just,
this is a
just
is
making sure.
another one. This is a Mapex one because at the beginning I was always
Yeah.
working with Mapex, and now with the Shagger, so they build
Yeah.
this big drum set, and now they help me a lot when I have to do some some big event. They send me the drum. They help me also, and so this collaboration between Shagger and Biasin so was so cool. And now we are going to do new videos in January, and there are many
Nice
other.
for them. Wow.
Yeah, I have also another endorsement, another sponsor from another compact drums. This is MacPack.
Okay.
That
Okay.
MacPack is like a compact drums. Is not a big
Okay.
drum. A compact one that you can build everything just in one thing. And you can really bring with you. And I met them in NEM at Los Angeles, so we fall in love together because I really needed a little things to carry
Yeah.
on, and
You can
so
literally just walk with your drum or get in a taxi or
yeah,
whatever. And,
everything inside is so cool. But I don't have
wow.
here because I have this drum set in Bologna.
hmm
Now I am in Calabria, and this is
Okay.
backpack also. I want to thank them because they are so cool. They are from America, I think from California, and this backpack
Okay.
is another one. And the last
MacPack.
one,
That's the name. Okay.
backpack, and also I sorry the last one because I have an endorsement with cables, Italian cables. They
Okay.
are PKV. They build
DKB, okay.
yeah, they build also cables, like Canon and jack cables.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I met these guys. So sorry, I just have to text all these guys because they are so cool with me. So, and this is all my little sponsors.
those are the spots, and obviously Vader and Sabians. So that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Cool.
Yeah.
Guys, just because Massimo, it's coming to an end already. Times flies. Sorry, I'm losing my English here. So yeah, but thank you so much for your time. It's been amazing. So just to finish it off, where can people find you if they look for you on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, your website?
Yeah. I can just give me 1 second. I can just,
Take your time.
yeah, because I have this program. Yesterday I did this masterclass, and so I'm using
Nice.
this program. I'm using this program, and now there is you can see that there is something here, and I can write directly.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you didn't ask me to read the Italian thing at the beginning.
No, absolutely.
That would have been bad.
So this is this is one
website. Perfect.
Yeah, this is the website and everything.
Okay.
Everything, if you go on my if you want to find me in other stuff, like Instagram, so you just have to write this one and you find me everywhere, like Facebook is Massimo Russo Drum, YouTube is Massimo Russo Drum, and so it's very easy. It's Massimo Russo Drum. Just write.
That's it.
And you will find me somewhere. On YouTube or etc. Then this is
brilliant. And I assume you also teach online, probably.
Yes, I did. I did teach a lot online. Now I'm teaching. I'm teaching just few students live because I have not too much time. But I'm not doing online really. But I'm using another type of method. That is I'm using the sound slice software that allows me to have a student. I create just an account, so I can for these students, for one student, a sort of a really private course where the students ask me what he wants to study. So I prepare videos each month, and I do videos, and I put on this account, so he can go there, he can watch the videos, he can work directly with the videos, because the video is sounds like it's like there is the chart, and you can slow down, you can have so it's everything is so interactive, so you can really
That's brilliant.
So you can study all the stuff that I play really slow, then you can put the metronome, you can have a MIDI file, I can give you PDF, and then the funny thing is that they can directly answer to this video with their performance, posting videos directly on this account, and I can, and so it's like in 1 month, every day I can put videos, they will respond with another videos. I say, okay, this is good, with a comment, or maybe I create another video. So it's not online like directly like this, but it's like a place where we put videos, and it's so cool because they are working very hard, because when I give you, for example, I give to the students a lot of exercise in 1 month. So I start at the beginning. I download maybe 6 or 7 videos about techniques, about that, and so they have to study that, and they have to study before to call me. So when they are ready, they send me videos, and then it's something that they really love, because it saves time for there, and also they really can study every time. They can call me every time, like, or write me on this software, and this it's okay for me, because there are no problem in the line, in the Wi-Fi. Sometimes you're playing.
Of course.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. And schedule-wise as well is great, because you can have a student from America, and then whenever that person have time, that person does the work, and then when you have time, you do them. So it's basically a private educational website right there, basically.
Yes, I create custom videos. Crazy. If it's something you say me, maybe I would like to learn how to play clave and stuff. Okay, yes. Let's start. So I just take care about your starting point. Then I came in my studio and I record. And it is something completely dedicated to the students. So it's really
That person needs, yeah.
yeah. I follow the students really with their
Brilliant.
wishes and needed. Is
And goals and levels. That's brilliant. So if someone wants to try it out with you, that person can just go to massimodrums.com and then get in contact, and I guess you guys can take it from there, right?
yeah, yes, 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 yeah. Yeah, they just have to write me, and we will organize something.
And you guys are going to figure it out. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. Once again, Massimo, thank you so much for your time. Have a fantastic evening in the beautiful Italy, and thank you for your time. So, my friend, have a lovely evening. And guys, don't hesitate to reach out, follow Massimo on his website, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and don't hesitate to study with him and learn from him. So,
yeah.
once again, my friend,
thank you very much. Thank you too.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Have a lovely one. Bye bye.
Yeah, I hope to see you live somewhere.
Hopefully, real soon. Well, I'm in Tenerife. I'm in the Canary Island actually, so it's not that far off. So let's keep in touch and organize something.
Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thanks to you. Thanks to you. We'll do that, Massimo. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye. 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 Bye.
All right, there you go. So that was Massimo Russo, directly from Italy, from Bologna, Italy. So, guys, thank you so much for watching the show, and make sure that you follow DFK on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Go to drumfillskafé.com to get access to all the content we have. So my name is Joel, and thank you again, and have a lovely day. See you next time. Bye-bye.